The human body is made of water. Okay? We know the majority we're made up, 70 something percent. Our body is made up of water. Now, on one level, that's our biology. On another level, we got to ask ourselves, well, if we are made primarily of water, we should follow the laws of water and how water operates. And that should be able to help us in our everyday experience of life. So I want you to, if you look at the way water moves in the physical world, what you'll notice is that water doesn't have the ability to alter metals fast. You know what I mean? What water instead does is that water moves around metals in solids. It takes on the shape of the solids in the moment. It's flexible, it's movable. Just like the classic Bruce Lee line, be like water. So what that means is when there's an obstacle or something that comes in your way that you're not expecting or something that's messing up your plans, you must be like water and be able to move. Otherwise, what you're going to do is you're going to be trying to be solid, trying to create a situation to transform something that's already solidified. Because in the physical world, we know it takes time for things to move. So, with our creations, we want to use our water element and move like water in a way where we're adaptable and where we're not stuck, where we can move freely. So you might need to realize you might be upset because of something you can't do that you planned on doing, but the power mentally is in your ability to change your mind, because that is the mastery of the air, and by changing your mind, you then have the opportunity to change your emotional state, which is controlling the waters. So your mind is going to move the waters to a new space whenever there's a physical block in your external experience. So this is where the wind and water element must come together, and you want to wield situations for yourself, and any situation that isn't serving you, you want to then move your mind into another state of positivity and try to generate something new and more positive for yourself via what your new ideas are going to create. The goal is for your new ideas to create a more positive, powerful, emotional state. And then from there, you have the ability to create new effects. So you might not be able to move that boulder that's in front of you because it's just too heavy. You're a water being. But you can move around it. But if you are so hard-pressed on pushing the boulder down, guess what? You're going to be stuck and you're going to dry out. You're going to use up all of this heat to push the solid, but you're going to realize it's not enough. And you're going to burn yourself out. Don't burn yourself out. Harness that fire and instead switch over to a new idea and then begin to put your force behind that, and it will create more powerful results for you. And that's how we want to move through the world. So just wanted to put that out there. You know, there's times where things happen that you're not expecting. There's times where things are bumps in the road. And at that point, you want to become water. And then finally what I'll say is what you don't want to do is become a solid also, where because there's a rock in front of you that's a boulder, you're mad, you're upset, your fires are now being generated, which means you're trying up your emotional state, right? Because this energy isn't being put towards anything, it's just being charged up within yourself, and then it just evaporates, eviscerates, you know? So you don't want to do that. Instead, you want to save that fire. Use your water, first of all, use your air to push your water into a new direction towards a new thing. That new thing is going to be a new thing in your environment that can help you. And then once you see that thing that can help you, you want to use your fire and energy to then work that, you know. So that's big. Let go of instant results. Let go of wanting to see immediate manifestations, because all those things are you trying to have a mountain pop up in a day, and it doesn't work like that. Instead, you can come up with new ideas, you know what I mean, have new emotions behind those ideas and then begin to act on those ideas to see if they work for you. This is an always happening process, which means the first or the second thing might not work, or the third thing might not work, but the fourth thing might, and that's what you want to think about. You want to keep pushing in that kind of way. So, in closing, be like water.